Apparently, there are people today that have the extraordinary ability to discover water underground with only the use of 2 coat hangers. They're called well witches, or water diviners, or water dowsers. They have a couple different names. Finding water on our new land is extremely important right now. We found out that we couldn't get access to city water, so our only option is well water. So we have to find water on our land this week or we are blocked. We can't build a house. We can't really do anything with our land at all. And it was a little bit because of curiosity and some recommendation from some people I trust. This week, we hired a well witch to find us water. A lot of people believe this. A lot of people in the comments said this was totally legit. So it made me feel a little bit better about it. But I'm still pretty skeptical. There he is. There's our witch. Let's do this. Let's witch our well. Herb, how's it going?
Good, how are you guys?
This is our well witch. Is that what you call him?
Well, depends.
Dowser?
Divining.
And you were going to tell us where water is on our property.
Yes, I am. So when I'm walking, the rods will cross, and that's the actual signature of the magnetic field. Try to find 2 veins that cross. So once I find one, I make a mental note which way it's running, and then we parallel it and try to find 2, and that doubles our chance of hitting water.
All right. So if there happens to be any skeptics out there, I don't know who that might be, but this is totally legit.
I've done, in the last 3 years, I've done 400 wells, and I had 1 miss, and that was well number 65, and that was called the mineral strike.
All right, let's do this. I'm excited. All right, Herb, here we go. Find our water. Let's do this.
Okay, well, let's actually create a dead spot where you cannot witch.
So, if I'm so skeptical of using a well witch, why am I doing this? It's because it's super expensive to dig a well. And even if you spend that money and to dig the well, if they don't find water, you're just out of luck. Like, you just lose it. After talking to all the well digging companies, they all recommended it. So even though I'm skeptical that this works, I figured it was worth a couple $100 to give us a better chance to hit water when we dig.
In a magic field, we let it all out, we're well concealed.
Here you go, first little tickle.
First little tickle.
Moving along, and you can see my rods dip in just a little bit. Just that little bit of variation of the rods tells me I'm close, so I'm going to readjust. Here is the edge of the vein, and it's flowing this way. And now we're going to taste it out and see how wide it is. All right. Everybody goes, oh, you're twisting your wrist, making the rods. No, I'm not. What I always like to do with my clients is, would you like to try?
Yes, absolutely. Is it genetic?
It's actually your internal body voltage.
My internal body voltage. Let's see if I have the internal body voltage to find water.
So, had a guy at work. Yeah. All right, so.
Connect with the universe here.
There you go.
Close your eyes. What? No, I did not do that. I did not do that. That was legit. Now it's back. And the water ended. My mind is blown right now.
Yeah, now we're going to cut across the field here. See if we got vein number 2.
Vein number 2.
That's right. Cutting right through here. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to map out the veins so you can actually get a visual idea where they're running.
What can I do? I keep falling for you. Wrong fall so true.
Alright, so our water is supposedly right straight down here through the X.
Turn around and go the opposite way. It's going to be stake number 1 on the property.
I see the light.
All right, here we go. Counting depth. Every bounce is a foot. When it's done bouncing, it swings side to side. Starts at a pretty weak flow.
Okay.
23, 24, 25, 26, 74 feet. 74.
Oh, 74.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Flickering beside your curtain's eye.
Alrighty, spot number 2 coming up.
So far, he has found 2 places where he can drill a well. One is up front. He says that one's about 74 feet deep. The one that he says has a whole lot more water up up towards the back. And how much water do you think this one has, he said?
Well, I put it in the high range at the 100-foot mark, so 5 plus.
5 gallons plus.
Yeah.
This joy is love, love, love. But it's hard to feel the tension.
This is what we just found. Should I be touching this? Probably not.
Go ahead, lick it. It won't hurt you.
Look at his teeth.
So that is a little buck. You can see where they sawed his antlers
Oh,
off.
someone took his antlers off.
Yeah.
Poor little guy. May he rest in peace. Herb is done witching our property. He's found 2 great spots for us to dig a well.
Sure did.
He says one is better than the other.
A little deeper, but it seems to have more flow
Got
to
some
it.
more flow. Has more flow to it.
yeah.
There you have it. Our land has been witched. And Herb, tell us about he's got a YouTube channel. He's got a website.
Yeah, I've got a YouTube channel. It's Herb Hippler. And also I have a website, wellwitching.com.
Wellwitching.com. Herb was a great guy, was super passionate and very detail oriented, giving us down to the depth and water flow of the spots he picked.
There's one big vein running down the middle and there's 2 that cross the property.
Herb said there was 1 water vein running through our property from top to bottom, and 2 veins running diagonally from side to side. He picked 2 spots where those veins crossed to give us the best chance of hitting water. Now, we appreciated the detailed work, but part of me remained very skeptical, so I wondered, what would happen if I called another highly reputable well witch? I'm gonna pound down where the first guy marked, hide him in the ground real good, and see what the next guy says. If he says the same places, then we know that well witching is a real thing. I'm just waiting for our new well witch to show up and see what he says.
My name's Doug, last name's Lane. We'll do some witching and see what we can figure out.
Yeah, let's do it. Doug went through a very similar process, walking off spots with his rods and marking potential drilling locations with these blue flags.
Pushing it as hard as I can and it's still pulling. Look at that.
Oh. That's so
Finger
crazy.
dents in my thumbs.
Squeezing it so hard, but it just can't stop the pull.
Yeah, it'll still pull. It does that. You've heard of people talking about it breaking the willow stick and what have you, but yeah.
That's
So,
crazy.
this is a spot I would drill right here.
2 veins this way, 3 veins coming this way.
Yeah.
He felt 2 veins going up and down the property and 3 from side to side. He suggested we drill right here or right here. And after he was done, I asked him to check one other spot I was really thinking hard about. And then I took him to the spot strongly recommended by Herb, to which he said, You get nothing there? He felt nothing.
Doesn't mean I'm right.
Now, Doug was a great guy with tons of experience. He's actually drilled thousands of wells himself. So it was really hard to know which spot we should pick. After much thought and prayer and consulting together, Ashley and I decided to dig a well on Herb 2, as we call it, the second location that Herb found where he felt that there was a lot of water. We'll find out if that's going to be the best location. Herb sounded pretty confident that there was water there. Who knows? But we're going to dig there. We're going to find out if he was right. And it should be a lot of fun. So stay tuned. Next week, we dig the well. Right here. This is where we're going to dig our well. We'll see you on the next adventure. Goodbye.